And welcome back to another episode of Trove Gaming. We are here back again with The Last of Us Part 2 on our second day. So we did the first 2 hours yesterday, just building up to the climactic point of the story. I can confirm we are playing with 60 frames per second, although I'm not sure if I can tell that's that much of a difference. I should be able to, I can't. I think I noticed ever so slightly. Still a bit of a long loading time, loading screen. So this is probably something, an area which they could have improved on. Just need to double check. Hold on. Just bear with me one moment. Uno momento. Okay, all good to go. So, Joel and Tommy didn't come to their outpost points. So we've now found this cabin a little bit further back from where they should be.
Okay.
And this is where they're being held. So a lot of people had a problem with this part of the game.
Joel?
Especially because
Tommy?
Joel and Tommy sort of gave away their names quite easily. Considering... Like I said, considering, you know, how many people they've...
Where is that coming from?
How many people they've thwarted, how many bandits they've killed. So it was quite strange for me as well. I remember playing this the first time thinking, why on earth would they just give away their names?
Joel.
Especially when so many people, like I said, so many people are after them.
Fuck.
They really wanted to keep him alive.
Pin it down! Get off me! Get her hands! Get the fuck off me!
You got her! Look, you got her! Okay?
You're gonna fucking die!
What's going on?
Let him go!
Who is that?
Let him
She
go!
snuck in.
Why aren't you posted up outside?
We didn't think anyone was gonna show up.
What the hell did you expect? We gotta get out of here before the whole town's on top of us. You're done.
You want what I want, right?
End it. Now.
End it now. That's an order.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up. No! I'll fucking kill you.
I have no idea why they also let Ellie go. Also, where's Dina and Jesse at this point? But I guess they got to build a narrative, right? This is the story.
Ellie?
Where were Dina and Jesse at this point?
I'm sorry. Jesse! They're down here!
I mean, it still absolutely tears you up. You overcame bloaters, clickers, runners, you know, all sorts of dangerous scenarios, groups of bandits, thugs, warehouses full of them. And to be thwarted by accidentally walking into the lion's den. By the very people who were hunting to kill you. What are the chances, huh? They'll let Tommy go.
Hey.
Could I sit down, please?
Yeah.
I think what makes it worse is the fact that you were so close to making a difference and saving him.
Maria wants to make sure you're eating.
You were so close to making a difference.
She can't stop us.
To have the guys that we would need to do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, but that's what's happening.
What if we get hit by hunters again?
Is this you talking or is this her?
That's a valid point.
If it were you or me, Joel would be halfway to Seattle already.
No, he wouldn't.
He absolutely fucking would be.
Well, we don't even know for certain that they're from Seattle.
Washington Liberation Front. That's what you said was on those patches.
What if they stole those jackets?
That's...
What if the WLF moved?
What are you doing? You know what? I'm leaving tomorrow.
The fact of the matter is that
And if you want to
Joel
come with me,
himself
great.
is not innocent in this story. Like, nobody wants to admit that, but Joel was the one who started this, and he did it.
You have no idea what you're walking into. You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care. You can't talk me out of this.
Give me a day to talk to Maria. Okay? There's got to be some folks you can spare.
And if she won't budge?
Well, I'll figure something out. One day. Please.
Oh, she ain't gonna give you a day, man. She's out of here as soon as she can be. It's the fact that they never got to say that last goodbye. I think that's the most painful part about it, is that they didn't get to patch things up or say goodbye, exchange any last words. But in his final moments, I guess Joel knew she was there. In some way or form, she had found her way back to him. Joel Miller. I'm not sure we actually heard his last name in the first game. Sort of Miller just came about at the beginning when he admitted his name was Joel to Abby. She was like, "You're Joel Miller? The Joel Miller? The one I've been hunting?" But I mean, again, people forget that the purpose of all of this happening was to start this incredible narrative. It's the necessary evil.
I want to stop at his house before we leave. I just have to pick something up. Okay.
I couldn't get to the horses. Looks like Tommy took one. Now Maria's got the stables locked down.
Fucking Tommy. We'll figure something else out on the way. A car or a horse or something.
Okay.
This makes getting to Seattle a lot harder.
Then it's gonna be harder.
You can still change your mind, you know?
I know.
Just don't want you to feel like you have to.
Ellie. You go.
I go.
End of story.
You need to get your backpack.
I hid it by the east gates. I figured we'd want to slip out that way.
I mean, to these people, Joel was a stand-up guy. I mean, he did a lot of great things, but like I said before, you know, there is a whole backstory of his origins with Tommy. There's early days where they weren't doing a lot of good. Even in the sort of previous game, you know, a lot of the people you killed.
Hey.
Granted, it was always
What do you need? I
Men.
can go get it.
grown men, scary men, but
Okay.
I'm okay. Come on.
But it is, as a fan of the game, as a fan of the series, it's hard to digest that, you know, the protagonist that you grew to love is now no longer sort of playable in this game. And I think people were happy to accept a future looking forward now where Joel doesn't exist, of course. But it would have been nice to be able to play him in present or past. So I think that's where Naughty Dog have that opportunity to still bring him back for another series. And I think they will. I think they will. But there was a lot of, like I said, backlash from people who didn't like the narrative of this game, were expecting the story to be focused around the protagonists from the first game. You know, everything has to revolve around them because that's what the story does, right? It sets the tone for who you should be rooting for. And this was a beautiful masterpiece where it left you confused, you know, almost unable to make a choice because you're now slightly invested in one story as much as the other. And that's a great thing, being challenged. It's a great thing. Doing something against the grain, against the norm. And it's one of those things that I loved about this game. It's the first time ever I felt unsure which side I have to root for. So that's the watch that Joel's daughter, Sarah, gave him. Of course, Ellie was like his second daughter. So there's no like real romance in
okay?
Joel's life either.
Yeah, it's just come on down.
There was Tess from the first game, but that wasn't really sort of explained either. It's Joel and Tommy, I think, yeah. We'll get instances from the game. Flashbacks.
Maria, I'm headed to Seattle. I wish I could let it go, but I can't. I have to bring these people to justice. Ellie's gonna try to come after me, but stop her. Take her guns, lock up the horses, maybe lock her up. Buy me some time so I can end this. Love you always, Tommy.
Tommy boy.
He's gonna get himself killed.
He should have taken me with him. You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
I wish I could.
You gonna try to lock me up?
I'd prefer that you stay.
That's not gonna fucking
I'd
happen.
prefer that you stay, but I know you better. You going with her?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna sneak out of here
Yeah.
on foot?
Yeah.
I told the stable to let you out with your horse. Grab some ammo too.
Again, at this moment in time, it's a bit of a wild goose chase. We don't know where we're going. We don't know who we're after. We don't know who these people are.
Just
And
do me a favor and bring my dumb
in a
ass out to the
world
home in one piece, please.
where there's so much danger literally outside your front doorstep, it's amazing that they sort of have the courage or
Right.
possibly
You're going,
stupidity to think
You're
that
losing
they can accomplish this mission. But that's how much Joel meant to them, and who wouldn't do the same. And again, so we have these wonderful interludes with the guitar. And the fact that we know that Joel's gone, it's nice when we do have flashbacks to moments with Joel, which makes us really appreciate him.
This hunter was on top of him, drowning him, and Joel couldn't get to his gun.
Jeez. Were you scared?
Well, I didn't even think. I just
So again, just looking at the way the light sort of
It's
comes
right
through the
there,
trees,
rather
and I said this in the first game, but now,
face.
How
you know,
old were you?
the
14. How old were you when you first killed someone?
canopy or the forest is so dense.
No. Fully conscious, non-fungal person.
10?
Wow. What happened?
Guy was coming at my mom. I stabbed him.
Shit. You got me beat.
Yeah, we see some of the flora sort of move as you
So
come
how
past
lost
it.
are we?
We're not.
Uh-huh.
Hey, have a little faith.
What about those crazy cannibals you said you and Joel ran into? They came after you guys once. Maybe these WLFs are connected to them.
No. It didn't seem like the same group.
Maybe those black market smugglers back in Boston?
Do you not? Joel crossed a lot of people. I don't see the point. in
See, that's the thing. They're fully aware of how many people you've crossed, how many people you've killed, right? And it's essentially every person for themselves in this world, in this game. So you can't really be surprised when somebody pops out of the blue and doesn't like you. So the light is almost sort of subtly guiding you.
Yeah, I'm getting close. Start keeping an eye out.
Got it.
And again, you feel the slight vibrations in the controller. Not fully utilizing the haptic feedback. Of course, you wouldn't be able to. This was a PlayStation 4 game.
Go.
But if they were
Guess
to
I was
remake
wrong.
it,
Turns out you do know where you're going.
if they were to remake the game, it would be nice if they can incorporate some of that haptic feedback, especially when you're like, you know, when your bow is drawn, using certain guns that have a lot of recoil. Even sort of walking across different textures. I think, you know, if you do have a PlayStation 5 and you've played Astro's Playbox, you sort of see the potential for the haptic feedback. And initially when it was announced, I thought it was just a bit of a gimmick. When you use it, that's when you sort of understand like
Seems
how
quiet.
much potential it has, how effective it can
How
be
well we
to
hide our
affect
lookouts.
your sort of gameplay.
That's what scares me.
And again, sort of still a linear style of play, but they've put so much effort into bringing the world around you to life, so much more. Like, you know, density, the details.
Whoa. Is that the QZ?
Yep. Watch the high spots.
So we're gonna have sort of the similar style we saw in the first game, exploring around, sort of navigating these small but trivial puzzles to, you know, bring power to gates, all this kind of things. Finding ammo, finding resources. And even sort of the small things we see, like the way we open drawers, like there's a slight rattle as you open them. The drawer will slightly shake as it's opened. And a lot of details that aren't, you know, necessarily important to have, they include anyways as a part of the whole package, bringing realism to the whole environment that they've created. Got a lovely note here. Let's read it. When you get to the gate, look for a soldier named Kieran. Tell him I sent you, then give him the kilo and he'll get you inside the wall. Good luck. Kilo of what? I wonder.
Anything good in there?
Pretty picked over.
But we got a map. So I didn't really feel like we utilized maps in the last game. There were maps, but it wasn't like you needed to use them per se. In this game, from what I remember, you did kind of... Because the area which you could explore is quite big. So you did need a map.
These were soldiers from the QZ. See the Fedra uniforms?
You think it was the WLF?
And they left them here. Like a warning.
That's fucked up. Looks like there's some cracks up there. In the wall up above.
I mean, who are you to judge after all the things you've done?
You see it?
Yeah. Not sure how we get up there, though.
I'm not sure either. I've played it once through, like I said, when it first came out, so I'm not 100% sure. It's as if I'm playing it for the first time, which isn't the case, but I think you get up there somehow. Oh, there's a ladder there. Okay. Right, I'm starting to piece it together now. There's a ladder there which you can climb and then you jump across and some sort of somersault and so on and so forth. Right, where does it all begin? I think you gotta play this like Assassin's Creed. You gotta find where it starts. Where the series of parkour begins. I'm not sure how I feel about the jump sometimes. It
Dina,
feels a bit...
Hey, help me
I
up
don't
here.
know. I think realistically that's how people do jump, right? But sometimes it just looks a bit strange. That's that killer upper body strength. Come on. Up and at him, champ.
I'll keep an eye out. Just see if you can get the gate open from the other side. Sounds good.
It always surprised me that in these big sort of urban quarantine zones and areas that the guards are patrolling sort of every inch of a way somebody could come in. Okay. So in this game we don't just have the sort of crouch, we have the prone, so you can go sort of full army style. Hang on a minute, where am I supposed to go from here? I don't think... I don't think it was there. I was like, yeah, that seems a little bit too far for me to jump. Oh, maybe not. I just had to press L1X.
I'm good. Just almost died.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have a lot of that, aren't you? And then you sort of have those scratch marks on the concrete, and that's like a indicator. Kind of like we had in the first game with the yellow tape. That was like an indicator of this can be climbed, this can be traversed. We have the scratch marks on the concrete in this game. Which I think is a nice touch. It's like a obvious yet not so obvious way of kind of indicating to players this is the way to go. The characters themselves feel a bit more heavy, you know, when you fall and you jump and all these sorts of things. Which is nice. Adds to that realism, adds to that grittiness. No, I don't need to waste bullets. I can just get a brick. That's sort of one thing we learned. Again, I'm not sure, like, if... I don't believe that was a mechanic in the first game where you break windows to get through places. So these are the passwords we have.
Wonder when this was written.
Got a big operation coming up, and Isaac wants us to scavenge any remaining supplies from downtown.
Saravina base.
Take any gas from the courthouse
something.
garage, the dome, and take them to the safe house in Saravina base. So again, sort of these clues that we have dotted around the place, passwords that we use, small little puzzles that they've added to make the playthrough a little bit more of a challenge, so it's not just a simple, you know, shooting game. It makes you sort of think about how I'm going to progress,
That's
what the
a
next...
generator.
Right, we got to plug this in, but where does it go? Here?
Oh, shit.
Probably should have plugged it in and then...
Okay.
Where was the button to open the door, though? Can we open this? No? Is there any way for us to get over? No. Patrol routes. No, that's not it. Do we climb back up? I feel like we have to get in there. Oh, here, sorry. There we go.
Ellie! Over here!
I know where you are. You're exactly where I left you, for goodness sake.
Hey, everything okay? What was that sound?
I got that gate open. Gotta figure out this one now.
Well, we believe in you.
Thanks.
Who's we? Who the hell is we? Yeah, so even though I've done this all before, it's still not as straightforward. You still have to think a little bit. Okay, no power to the main gate. If I remember correctly, you got to take the wire that's supplying the electricity. You got to bring it over. And where do we plug it in? Plug it in here. Right. So again, like this is like a sort of new mechanic they brought in to the game, where it's the, you can move cable around, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think I can remember a game where you can do that. So also that's the maximum length it can go as well, so it's fully taut. Now this should give us power to open the main gate, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Okay, so we've got to go back to our passcode machine. Main gate was 0512. So it's not as straightforward. 0512.
Yes.
It's like an ATM.
Well done!
Shit.
But also, shouldn't somebody have heard that noise, or shouldn't there be some sort of security to alert people that, you know, the main gate has been opened?
Now what?
I found a note back there. Some codes on it. It says there's a WLF safe house at some place.
Now
called
we delve deeper into Washington Town.
Me now. So we find it?
Hopefully we find our first WLF. Get them to talk. Go from there.
Let's do it.
But you would sort of expect all of these smaller factions and
look.
groups to
Saravina Hotel.
act and
That's gotta be
behave just the way your own hometown sort of behaves, right? You wouldn't want to give up one of your own, so why would you expect somebody else to give up one of theirs?
This,
Switchboy 98.
Very creative.
I'm doing well.
It's right to the point.
How's it going?
Let's get closer and scope.
Have
it out.
you played The Last of Us? Have you played The Last of Us 2 already? Is it something you've enjoyed? Are you a fan of the series? Oh, let me just gotta check my messages. Got a note coming.
Idiots. Just turning
What
everyone
going
against
on?
you.
I don't own a PlayStation. I'm guessing you meant PlayStation 5 because of scalpers, but I love both 1 and 2. Nice, nice, yeah. I'm a big fan of the series. You know, number 1, I played when it first came out in 2013. I thought it was a bit older than that.
do you know the code?
But yeah.
That note I found has a bunch of them. But
Which gate is this
we need
though?
to get power
This
to
is
the gate
East
first.
East 2. Alright, first we need to get power. So the wire is here. Oh, okay. Plus the...
Okay.
Yeah,
go.
I feel a lot of people found the game... Oh,
It's out of gas.
it's no fuel.
Damn it. Well, what do we do now?
Oh shit. The note.
What?
The note mentioned that there's gas in the courthouse garage and the dome.
Yeah, the story here was very sort of
Courthouse garage
controversial.
in the dome. So what's the
A lot
plan
of
for finding
people
these places?
just felt it was,
Ride around
yeah,
and
it was
see what
it
we
was
see.
difficult.
You think Tommy
But
came through?
I'm a fan. Like, yeah. Either way, I enjoyed playing it, and all the
So,
characters,
where are
for
we?
better or for worse. Yeah. So, like I said, this is sort of how we utilize the map,
Here.
Ah, nice.
which we didn't do,
Mark
which
it
we
up as we
didn't
go.
know, which we didn't do in the first game. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to getting the new Ratchet and Clank on Friday. I
What the hell
pre-ordered it,
happened?
so I will be playing the game.
Guessing the military bombed the
Hopefully,
shit out of this place.
Amazon should deliver the
How did they
game
do that?
in the morning, so I'll be
Sometimes
streaming
destroy
the new
places
Ratchet and
to
Clank
Lost
next
in
Friday.
Or to rebels.
Which is why I wanted to play The Last of Us 1 and 2.
Well,
I finished the first one
worked.
a few days ago,
On the infected or the rebels?
and now hopefully I can get this finished and out of the way before Ratchet and
Believe me.
Clank.
You're lucky you didn't grow up in a QZ.
I'm starting to get that impression.
Yeah, I grew up with Ratchet and Clank. I had, I think, pretty much all of them apart from maybe the last one or the
Ration
last two.
distribution center.
But
In Boston,
yeah,
we'd line up for
sort of
blocks.
those games were certainly
I go crazy.
the games I grew up with.
Some
Ratchet and
people
Clank, Jack and Daxter, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot. We're talking about the sort of the mascots and the iconic characters.
What would happen?
I don't know. Like, I personally
just
haven't looked
become
into
one more
any of the
asshole
backstory of Ratchet and Clank.
I can't see you taking orders from
That way, it just keeps it all,
Yeah.
you know, spoiler-free, no surprises, nothing
I was
ruined.
expecting the Seattle QZ to be a lot more occupied.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way
Maybe they're
I
all
like to
hiding
play
at the
games now, because
Sarazina.
How many
a lot of spoilers everywhere.
Well, at least 8.
If we're lucky, that'll be it.
We'll be fine. But we should stay alert. Stock up while we can.
I wasn't really big into Nintendo. My siblings, my brother were more sort of Nintendo focused gamers. I did Another Day in Paradise, a lovely drawing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, not to say that I didn't enjoy playing on the Wii. Like, I believe my cousin or my friend had the Wii, so they would bring it around to my house, Wii Sports and whatnot. Right, so the switching of weapons is a bit quicker now. You can get into your backpack in and out. I personally don't think Sony will. I think Sony will be developing their own IPs. Yeah. I think Sony will be developing their own IPs and they'll stick to that because Sony's done very well.
Something
I mean,
back here.
the PlayStation outsold the Xbox by quite a lot. Use gate code. Okay, let's look at our checkpoint gate codes. So we got 1382. $13.
Nope.
That was wrong. The pop-ups you can do in Adobe After Effects. That's sort of how I learned to do them. You can find sort of tutorials online. Nope, not the street drawing. I need the checkpoint gate codes. We got 0512. Let's try that. Zero 512. Nope, that was wrong. Ooh, this is becoming rather tedious now. What else we got? 5345. The thing is, like, I need resources. That's the thing. Like, 53. 45. If there's one thing that this game has taught me, is like, you need to.
See again.
It said use gate codes. I've used, unless I'm. Six 128. Oh. Is there something on the back? Am I missing something on the back? No, that's not it. So 6128. This should be it. If it's not it, I will be very disappointed. Come on. Bloody hell, is it the last one then? And the last code, of course, is 0451. If it's not this, then I have no clue what it is, because those are the only gate codes we have. This should be it. All right.
Oh,
Of course, it's the last one, isn't it?
That was some good scavenging.
And the fact of the matter is, we need all these things. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point about Xbox, is that a lot of this stuff is now, you know, also on the PC, like you said, but each to their own, you know. I think the more consoles you have, it's not a bad thing, especially under a branch, under a family. Xbox did the sort of Series X and the Series S. Just to give people more access. I mean, people with different affordability and disposable incomes have different ways of doing things. Right, we need to get back into that dome, because that is where the petrol is. Or gasoline, depending on where you are in the world. That's where the gas is.
Hey, that building's got something on top I'd call dome-like.
Yes, we know.
right.
Thank you. Thank you for being so observative.
It's on the map now.
Yes. So the pop-ups you can do on After Effects. That's where I learnt to do them.
Check out those stained
And again,
glass
you can
windows.
find YouTube tutorials and that teach you how to do that. Right. Now, if I remember correctly, we're going to run into a bit of trouble down here. We're going to run into some infected. And just sort of how the leaves and the flora kind of like sway in the wind. Nice touch. This is locked. But I feel like you could shoot that lock.
Can you get through?
Careful.
All right, I got you.
Who was that gate supposed to keep out?
Stay low.
Again, it's moments like this I wish I had my bow and arrow. The ones that move around are the worst. The ones that are in the corner are fine. It's the ones that are floundering around. These ones, these are the worst. waste of bullets, but thing is, you get it done and dusted out of the way.
Yeah, looks that way.
And how did these lot not sort of hear the gunshots? How many bullets have I got? Right. They're all sort of just going absolutely bonkers. And they've sort of got this residual burn on them. This is the worst one. This is the one we can't deal with. This is the one that does our bloody head in. So it's a lot easier to shoot in this game than the last game. I will say that off the top of my head because there was a lot more sway
Still people around.
with your
Cleared this place out.
aiming. Your aiming would be all over, whereas this one it's a lot easier to get the headshots, especially. 100%. 3 clean headshots there, but you know the other thing is I'm out of bullets. No more bullets. Oh, I'm running low. I've only got 2 left. Revolver has to be like my favorite pistol. Just, you know, great shot to the head. If I remember, there is a little bit of trouble in here. Gonna do a bit of listening. Can't see anything. Now this is where memory helps because, you know, I have an inkling as to where there is a surprise or there won't be. Now I won't remember exactly where things are.
How can you tell?
One, there are menorah decorations on the wall. It's a Jewish thing. And 2, I
Nice.
didn't burst into flames just now, so
Burst into flames?
it's just a dumb joke.
Oh, unlike your other ones.
You shut it. This place brings back a lot of memories. My sister used to drag me to a synagogue all the time.
You never struck me as much of a believer.
Nah, but I like coming from a long line of survivors.
You mean after Outbreak Day?
That, and the Inquisition, and the Holocaust. My family always made it out alive. Barely.
Barely. Right. I feel like something is...
Okay.
Something's round the corner. So we've got to push this out. No, we've got to push this up, sorry, so we can climb up. Sort of these sort of spatial puzzles we have, reminiscent from the first game.
Found the gas. Here we go.
It's empty if I remember
Damn it.
correctly.
Hey, language. House of worship.
It's empty.
That
No gas in
sucks.
here.
Now what?
As expected though, you
Try our
can't,
luck at the
you wouldn't
courthouse
think that something as valuable as petrol would still be openly available, especially in a large tank like that. Okay, we've got the petrol can now. We then have to move this out.
Do you still pray?
Memory serves me well.
Really? When?
I said when we left Jackson. I said one at Joel's grave. Sometimes I just say little ones to myself.
Thanks for the help, yeah? Cheers, mate. This thing goes up there. Very talkative bunch, aren't
This
they?
way.
Always have lots to say to each other. Got another lovely note. Private Miller, we've got fresh intel. There's an active WLF hideout on Spring and 5th. Grab any available soldiers in your sector and head to the hideout ASAP. Execute any suspects, secure the location, and await my arrival. Sergeant Ward.
What do you think
So
of
this is, again, this is sort of that hybrid, free roam kind of element they brought into the game, where they're giving you the map and it's sort of linear in the aspect that you have to, there's a set path you can follow, but,
What's this?
you know, you're free
is
to
it
go
that you're
around.
The what?
It's scripture. It's like a Jewish,
Jewish
Bible.
Bible.
My sister would have flipped for this. The one we used in New Mexico was half burned. All right. Well, at least they didn't just chuck everything.
That's the thing that, you know, like, important parts of human history are like forever lost in something like this, right? Because the internet is gone. Internet doesn't exist anymore, because everything that you need to keep that sort of active and
I can
going
get to the other balcony with this.
will no longer exist. So all these important historical documents, you know,
Ellie, careful.
It's okay. It's holding.
little bit more. Little bit more. Just about made it. That wasn't like a clean jump either.
Right.
Yeah, so the gun swap is a lot quicker. Before, it would take you a little bit of time to get through your backpack to get the right weapons and such. Got some supplements. Got another note here. Lieutenant Torres. 70 years ago, my grandfather fled Germany with his family as World War II began. He escaped thanks to the kindness and bravery of a Polish family. And so the wheel turns and the cycle continues. Tonight, my family has packed our belongings, and due to your kindness, we will be leaving the city escorted by your brave men. Thank you for helping me preserve what we could of our shul. It is difficult to leave our home behind, but in the end, it is the people, living people, that matter. You bear a heavy burden on your shoulders, and I hope our late night talks were of some comfort to you, if I can leave you.
I hope you got where you were going.
There was more to it, but yeah, I'm gonna stop it there. What's this? We got a calendar.
5774? Are we in the future?
No, doofus, that's a Hebrew calendar. For the new year, my sister used to give me an apple dipped in honey. Ugh, now I'm craving it.
Ooh, that does sound pretty good.
Jewish holidays are
Honey
all about
dipped
food
apple.
and celebrating not getting annihilated by our enemies.
A long line of survivors.
Exactly.
Why can I not climb up here? Oh, I'm listening. Is that what it is? I'm listening. Was that it then? We got our petrol canister.
Okay, cross the dome off the list.
Let's go find the courthouse. It might be worth grabbing some supplies before we press on.
Courthouse. Where's the courthouse? Sort of no clear indicator as to where the courthouse is. So yeah, similar to like what I would say you'd see in almost like the Resident Evil franchise, the new one, 8.
Peaceful out
It's
here.
free roam, but not free roam.
It's weird being
It's like
accused of
hybrid
not
free
being
roam.
trucks.
Bit like God of War,
Gunfire and explosions.
4 as well.
My sister always avoided QZs.
Free roam within a
Probably
confined
why.
linear space.
She just got more and more paranoid.
It would have been nice if you could put
She'd
like
sometimes
markers
wake
as
up
to where you're
screaming in
going.
the middle of the night.
it might make things a little bit easier to follow.
We always pay.
That's the courthouse.
How can you tell?
See that sign up there? On the building that says courthouse?
Ooh, looky here, we got a comedian in our midst. Absolute comedian.
Worth a try.
Let's keep looking.
Right, it's gonna be some far-fetched way of getting in. Gotta crawl through in some sewer gate.
Hear that?
I hear it.
Yep, doesn't sound good.
Coming from the courthouse. This is gonna suck, isn't it?
At least we're ready for him.
Are we? Are we though? And again, just in moments like that, like how much you fully appreciate sort of the sound engineering. Right. They definitely sound a lot more menacing in this game, the Infected. There's certainly a lot more depth to the roars, the gnarls, and the sounds they make. Especially the clickers. And we're getting a lot more sort of variety in the way the clickers and different enemies look, that's for sure. These ones are the worst. They're the worst because they scream, they move, they can see you. You know, worst by far. They make any sort of terrain difficult to navigate through. Clickers are bad, but the thing is, because they can't see you, it's okay. They can hear you. They're annoying. But they can navigate. You know, it's easy to navigate a terrain with them around. You just got to be patient. The ones that sort of are hunched over and cry in a corner, it's again okay because they don't move. What on earth is Dina doing? Can you pull your weight, please? Can you kill some of them? Or are you just going to leave them all to me, for goodness sake? Yeah, these ones are the worst. This is where you need the bow and arrow. This is where the bow and arrow would be useful. Oh, quit your whinging. And again, just a lot more sort of detail put into the design of some of the Infected. You're getting a bit more variety and variation in the way they're dressed and look. And that's it for now. It's not going to be it.
Yeah. I wonder what it was like to serve on a jury. But it was fun. Sit down, look at evidence, try to tell if somebody's lying. Hey, little help? Coming.
This is barricaded. But shouldn't be a problem for two people, apparently. I always find it strange that
You ever been to a courthouse before?
the Infected don't have any strength. No physical
you
strength.
never
You can
got
sort of
in
just
trouble back in
keep
Boston?
them...
Oh, I got in trouble.
You can just sort of keep
Never landed
them
in a
from
courthouse.
entering an area by barricading the door with, like, a bookshelf or something. And they are pretty strong, to be fair. I'm just sort of seeing what I can make, what I can do. If there's one thing you learn, it's to regularly use your resources, make sure you're operating, sort of firing on all cylinders.
Some serious shit went down here.
Ooh. Stun bomb to stun multiple enemies. So we didn't have the stun bomb in the
Parking garage.
last game.
Well, the gas is in there, right?
Well, that's what the note said.
Yeah, we didn't have a stun
get
bomb in
down
the
there.
last game. We had the sort of shrapnel bomb. So we still got the whack your controller to make the light come back feature. That's locked. I'm guessing that's not. Oh, we got a bottle, don't we? I like that. I think that's a very cool mechanic that they've added to the game. So now we got new branches. So the more manuals we find, the more branches we get, which I think is a nice touch. Where can we find? It's the code is 860722. They don't make it hard to find these. It's usually somewhere in the room. I've forgotten what it is. Oh, how embarrassing. I just saw it and I've forgotten what it is. 862702? That just shows how old I am. My memory's fading. Was it 0722? You know what? I'm so sorry. 860722. This is what happens when you're old. 860722. I'm not young. My mind is not supple as it used to be. Happens to the best of us. You know, just as I'm making those comments, oh, this is easy, they usually leave it in the room and then completely forgot what you saw 30 seconds ago. Got another letter here.
What's that?
Old to-do list.
Right, just give me 1 sec. I need to change the batteries out in my headphones. Just give me half a second. These batteries, these wireless headphones. Nah, I can't. Oh. I can't really complain. These wireless headphones are actually pretty good.
Might come in handy.
All right, we got the old machete. Machete knife. Got another note there as well on the floor. Yeah, we've got an hour left. Cool.
What's it say?
This guy was a Fedra commander or something. They were losing to the WLF. And
This is
trying
one of
to
those
escape.
games where it's just like loot round. Like you need everything, like bullets,
You don't need a knife
rags,
that vicious.
alcohol,
We need to be
everything,
Let's just be smart about
everything. Because you don't know what's round the corner.
Okay, Jesse.
You don't know who's waiting for you with what. They need to be ready at all times, all the time.
it. Careful.
Down we go. Because that seems like a very smart thing to do, isn't it? Just go...
Shit!
Yeah, I need to help myself, thanks.
Stop!
can't see them. Where are they coming from? Bloody hell. Dina, you need to start pulling your weight. Yeah, I can let you get a little bit closer. For the headshot. No, I shot your head. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but I shot your head. I shot you straight in the head. How did you... So I like how Dina can sort of offer some help there. Right, listen here, you piece of shit. Part of the language. That last time you got me, I shot you in the head. Do not tell me otherwise.
Jesus. I think that's all of them.
Double tap, yeah.
Let's find that gas.
Alright, we got some gasoline. Gasolina? That's gonna be empty.
And
It's too good to be true.
we got gasoline. Our luck's changing.
Oh.
Don't you jinx us.
See, the thing with that is, like, you try and get as much gasoline as you could hold in one
Fuck
sort of
Pedro
sitting,
Gates
right?
calling to us.
Because it's such a rare
How
commodity.
do we get out of here?
Oh.
I wonder if there's anything in there. Because these police trucks and police cars even should have, like, stuff in there, shouldn't they? I'm guessing it would have something to do with here. No?
Dina.
Here we go. The good old chain. That's a very smooth chain. It's the good old 1-2.
Okay, let go.
And I like how they've
Good job, babe.
somewhat added
Thanks.
elements to that cooperative style of play.
Okay. Gate.
Could be a while before we run into Abby and her friends. It might be worth grabbing some supplies before we press on.
Good point.
Did we know her name was Abby?
How you doing back there? Getting homesick?
A little bit. You?
Same. Just having a roof over my head.
You know, I've always dreamed of fixing up a farm.
And I like how
just
you can
outside
sort of...
Jackson.
Why wouldn't you stand
Got
down?
another note.
I don't know.
Hey Davis,
like the
check
idea
out
of
old
no
WLF
space.
safe houses for supplies.
lonely.
Probably a long shot,
Only
but
if you're
every
doing it
little
alone.
helps. Grab what you can and meet us back at
So are we gonna,
Saravana.
like,
Don't worry about the
raise
gas, we'll
sheep
take care of
and
it.
milk
Mike.
cows?
Are you making fun of me?
No. It actually sounds kind of nice.
Really?
Really.
Whoa.
Is there something in here? Oh my days. Like, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming and I still, like, jumped like that. Wow.
Yeah.
How do they get inside?
Why do we always say to an actor break a leg? Because they
that
always
shit.
have a cast. I'm not sure actually what the
this?
connotation or the origins of that
It
is.
says Barco's on.
900
What do you think it's
Marion
for?
and 6.
No clue. Let's keep an eye out.
I knew that jump
Might be
scare
good
was
check it out.
coming. And I still jumped like a chicken. But I like that. It's good. It's good to get your heart pumping. Make sure it's still functioning properly. Yeah, from what I can remember, there were more jump scares in this game than the last one. There wasn't that many in the last one. Oh, okay, I'm all out of bullets. I'm wondering where all my bullets gone. I was killing that zombie. Sorry, the infected.
Kidding me? He'd trade half his stuff for a bag of beans.
I never got it. Tastes like burnt shit.
Thank you.
Why do you know what that tastes like? Why do you know what that tastes like? Tastes like bird shit. Why do you know what bird shit tastes like? Thanks for the follow. Hey, I'm Mozzie. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Enjoying the sunshine over the weekend. I appreciate everybody who's watching now. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat. Ask away any questions. Let me know your thoughts on the game.
Should we get
It's always nice to hear different gamers'
perspectives.
perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, this sort of lovely feel of an open world that's not so open. The weapon that I want the most is the bow and arrow, the silent killer. Because we need something to sort of help us with that stealth. The F Federer Gate. We got something down the 6th Avenue. Alright, yeah. I think I know where I need to go because this is probably one of my favourite parts of the game. If not favourite parts of any game. Is the stuff that's down here. I'm not sure 100% where it is exactly.
Barco's. Hey, isn't that the key you found?
It is the key I found. And I feel like something's going to be in here.
Oh shit. I got it.
Let's see what we
And
got.
I like that aspect of the game where you could sort of like... You could sort of explore around and
What the
find
hell is
different...
this place?
Some kind of WLF something. What's this?
These are plans to hit a Fedra convoy. This place must be old.
So again, everybody has their backstory.
they've
Everybody
been here
has,
years.
you know,
We could take a look.
their stories, their factions, history and all that. I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the music store. If you've played this game before, then you know. Okay, what does that give us? Does it allow us to hold an additional gun? Short gun holster. Yeah, we can hold 2 guns now. So in the previous game, that would be like an upgrade that you'd have to use spare parts for.
But they didn't seem to want to leave with us, so.
But in this game,
Little shit sometimes. You have any pets?
Nah, was never really my thing.
something you have
Well,
to
maybe
find.
when we're done with all this, we can get a nice little creature to take care of.
Alright, deal.
Got a manual of some kind? They think we're sheep, bare your fangs.
WLF propaganda.
Join
Reminds
the
me of the
Washington
Fireflies.
Liberation Front.
In New Mexico, we had these guys called the Ravens. Protectors of the Constitution, they called themselves.
Again, like everywhere you go, you have these groups. Like these, every area has its own version of these groups. Excuse me, horse. Where are you going? Who told you to go that way? Can you please come back? Thank you. I want to find the music store. Where's the music store now? go down here. Sometimes the map can be a little bit confusing. Down here and across? Is that where I'm going? No, the other way.
Hey,
Music
Valiant
shop.
Music
This
shop.
is
Should we check
this is what we were looking for.
Man, imagine this place when everything was intact. You could just goof off.
This
Play some
this
instruments.
moment right
I
here
bet we could
will,
scrounge enough stuff to start a band.
I think, is still one of
don't
my
know how to play
favorite,
anything.
most wholesome moments from
I could
this
definitely
series.
Figure it out.
If not from any game that I've played. I remember watching this for the first time and thinking, wow. It's one of my favorite moments. And it's true, there's some people who I think they skip past this bit. They just sort of waltz past and they never discover it. They never see it ever. But right, yeah, here we go.
They got a
One of
bunch
my
of
favorite
records
moments of all time. From any game, I think, right now. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Nope. It's a little bit out of tune. Sounds about right.
What was that?
Nothing.
Well, nothing sure sounds nice.
Remember that night by the bonfire?
Yeah.
Talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for you, love, okay? Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Needless to say, I'm odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me
You should have kissed me then. I wanted to. Me too.
Still, you know, just as good as the first time you hear it.
We should keep moving.
It's one of those moments where, you know, something artificial like a video game's character then becomes so human-like. It's hauntingly beautiful. But yeah, I remember playing the game for the first time and just being absolutely amazed and blown away by what the creators of this game had done and pieced together. It was phenomenal. Alright, I would like to go up, please, just to double check. Yeah, it was for me just absolutely phenomenal.
What have you got there?
Ooh, Colin, I heard another rumor that the Westlake Bank has never been searched. If it's true, then it'll be filled with more pre-outbreak supplies. I say we go for it. If there are enough weapons in there, I know some guys that we can trade with for safe passage out of this hellhole. Come on, man. I don't have the balls to go in there by myself. Aaron. So again, you're finding all this information, resources, and then at the same time, it's giving you options to explore new areas. Yeah, so we're still getting a little bit of a jitter. I think the next thing, like, the thing is, like, I want to save all these upgrades for the shotgun or the guns that I'm predominantly using the most. Is that saying I've already upgraded? Okay, yeah, sorry. It looked like it said that I could upgrade it. Right, here we go. We've done all those upgrades, yet we still don't have any bullets to fire. So, don't know what use that was. But wayo, onwards we go. Sorry, let's look at our map now, see what we got. Okay, we've got to come sort of all the way down here now. Down 5th Avenue. And across. That was a bit of a awkward fall, but we'll take it. Down here, essentially, isn't it? The map can be a little bit confusing. Just, you know, making sure that you're going the right way. So let's make sure we've checked off all the question mark points, because, like I said, we want to make sure we're finding all the things that are going to help us.
Whoa, check out the tank.
There's not really any... We can't really go any further, can we? What? It's this building here, is it? No, it's on the other side of here. But I'm not sure how we're supposed to get to the other side. Unless we've got to go across and then cut in somehow. Yeah, this is the sort of tricky part about this game. I felt this was the problem in the last, sort of my first playthrough as well. Just navigating some of these areas can be a little bit tricky. Just sort of finding out where you are. But I think it should be down here, essentially. And then down here.
Look at the sign. Think we found the bank. Should we go explore it? Your call.
I don't think we should. That's my opinion, but we're gonna have to, for the sake of the game. Also, we don't know... Yeah, sometimes your flashlight, we have no...
This is cool.
This is the other thing.
In like a holy shit, we might get crushed kind of way.
Relax. It's probably
Your
been like
light
this
isn't
for
very
years.
isn't very strong
Collapsed
here.
today, I think.
Not a fan.
Shit. You want to bail on this? Call.
I do.
Bring body armor.
Yeah, we're dead here. We literally don't have any bullets. So it's all just for a bit of scene. Just one left. Just the one left, is it? I don't want to take my chances with these guys. That's the thing. I really don't want to take my chances with these
Okay.
guys. Because they're so
That's all of them.
unpredictable.
God. Well, we found the
It's a
bank.
good thing we had the Molotovs. I think without the Molotovs,
They don't look like
it would have been a little bit tricky. It
Yeah.
would have been difficult.
Not sure.
What was the point coming in here? I thought there was like weapons or something. No? Yes? There's supposed to be stuff in here. Vault 602
Body armor
306.
guys were trying to rob the bank.
Oh shit. It's like
602
that movie.
306.
The one with the surfer bank robbers.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie. Here we go.
What? That doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, 6 02 2 602 23 06. I was like, that's too many numbers. Doesn't work.
Cut it.
That's way too many numbers. But you gotta break it up so that it fits the pattern. And watch, there's like a mutant infected in there with like 5 heads or something. Yes, here we go. That's what we're talking about. Shotgun. We love our shotgun. Good old shotgun, eh? It's worth coming in here for that. Because like I said, that shotgun will save your life.
Look at all this money. The bag's full.
Yeah, well,
We're back in the old world.
Money is useless. Money is
Tried robbing the
literally
bank on outbreak day.
is
Probably seemed
obsolete.
smart at the time.
Right, so essentially all we came in here for was the shotgun. I don't think I did this last time. So you do find a shotgun later on at some point. Inevitably so. It's just you can come here and do the side missions to get these weapons a little bit earlier than. Excuse me, hang on a minute. Hold on just a second here, right?
Watch it! Watch it!
Well, the shotgun certainly has a bit more oomph
Agreed.
in this game. Definitely deals a lot more damage. I've got all these wonderful guns and no ammunition to load them up with. So that's that.
Hey, if you lived in the old world, what would you buy with all that money?
I don't know. Maybe a big farmhouse?
Probably a plane ticket out of
You need a
here.
farmhouse now.
That's to say, we don't know how the rest of the world
space shuttle.
reacted to
Right. Your astronaut thing.
Hey, it's cooler than a farmhouse.
Farmhouse is way more practical.
I wonder if there are people still in space, like on space stations, or
Got a
were
shotgun
out
out of it.
on a
So-
it's like a space mission.
Okay, let's get back to the fuck Fedra gate.
Can you climb up here? Why would you need to climb up there when you could just cross it with the horse? Alright, here we go. Have we cleared everything now? Is that everything crossed off? No, there's still something a little bit further down. I do remember this being a little bit annoying. Because sometimes you wouldn't quite know where you were going. Like, am I in the right place? Okay, it should be just past here.
Caravan up ahead.
We went down here.
It's like an ambush. Check out the bullet holes in the center of this truck.
We have WLF friends.
Didn't that just have an input of some sort? I swear that just had a triangle by it. No? That's strange. I'm pretty sure just as I rode past, that thing had a triangle by it. Which to me says there's something in there. Yeah. Yeah, something's in there.
Whoa,
Okay.
this guy was an officer.
Traveling in a ration truck?
Trying to hide, maybe?
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
Right, can I have some ammunition, please? Thank you. Not gonna read that.
Man,
Was that it? That's it. I think that's almost all of the question marks ruled off. Got one left, which is the works down here. So I need to ride down and then go right. And again, it's the fact that nobody's here. Like, you've seen sort of worse, more hostile areas occupied in the game. Whereas this, it feels like it's relatively safe. Music shop. Okay, it's a little bit further down. I feel like we've been up here though. Yeah, this is where I get a little bit confused. It's like, oh, okay, I thought this was it, but it's not. Apparently, it's a bit further down here. But if I remember correctly, you can't really go down here. So yeah. So you have to go all the way around and come back. Or you have to go around that way. And is there a way to go this way? This is where the safe was. No? Yeah, so sometimes the exploration can be a little bit tricky. I'm trying to get to the spanner. Because I don't know where that is. Get out of my way, lady. I have no idea how to get to that place. What? It's on Marion Street, on that corner. But how do I get to that corner, essentially? Yeah, again, the same problem I had sort of on the first playthrough is like, okay, how am I supposed to get through certain parts of the game? It doesn't make sense. I might leave it. Because there's something on that side, essentially just beyond the wall there. You can't get through that way. Unless you can get back through this way, but... Alright, I'm gonna have a quick check. If it's not through here, then I'll give up. I'm leaving it, and I'm going to the main gate. Because I've been through here. I don't even know if it'll let you back through. No, it won't. It won't even let you back through. It's a one play only. If you missed it, you missed it. Okay, but we got this. We got this here. Where does that take us? Does that take us anywhere special? Listen, I need to get down Marion Street. Does anybody know how to get down Marion Street? That's all that I ask. How do I get onto the other side of this bloody wall? Unless you've got to go all the way round 5th Avenue, come down Spring Street, and then come that way? That's the only thing I can think of, but that is a very, very, very long way of getting around things. Alright, let's try that route. Spring Street, coming all the way around. I don't think that works either, but just to double check and make sure we've covered all our bases. Nope, doesn't look like that's the case either. Right. No, I'm calling it. That's enough exploration for now. We've been up here. That is more than enough exploration for now. I'm happy to proceed and go back to the real world. I don't even know what's there. It could just be some boxes or a slight upgrade. Or probably nothing. That's what's most likely waiting for us there. So we're going to go back to the gate where we first were. And we're going to fill up the generator with some petrol, aka gasoline. Nope, that's not the way either. And again, you have to really appreciate the quiet moments in the game where you could just explore, be at one
That
in
was an adventure.
nature,
Found
that sort of
any
thing.
yet? Hey, it's a big city. We barely started looking.
Yeah, I know. Just thought we'd see one of them by now.
Why would you think we would have seen one of them by now? Like, we literally just, like she said, just scratching the surface. But that's the hotel we need to go to. And again, like, how have not a single one of them, like, heard any of the noise you've been making
Right?
I got it.
as of yet?
You put in the code.
Hey, these old generators are pretty finicky, so it might take you a few tries of... Oh.
Sorry, go on.
Nothing.
Somebody's a show-off. Right, East 2. What am I looking for? East 2, 5345. Five, 3, 4, 5.
It worked.
I feel like there should be like a sniper just
No
waiting
welcome,
for us.
dude.
Or they're just waiting for us.
They are. Of course they are.
Keep an eye on those windows.
Wolf. WLF. I get it.
Oh, yeah. That makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah. How clever. But before I proceed, I should probably get some ammunition. I really need some bullets if I'm going to take on the
see that?
wolves.
Infected just hopped that fence.
Oh, means we can get in that way.
Shouldn't we hear
Yeah.
gunshots or something?
I don't know what's going on.
Right, I'm going to hide. I have no bullets. Right. I got no bullets to my name. We're just following an infected into essentially what is one of their hideouts, one of their bases. We don't know what's waiting for us in there. Well, I do know it's bad guys because I've played the game before. But I'm going to pretend like I don't know what's in there. Look, I love all these spare parts and rags. What I really need is bullets. Hasn't Dina got any ammunition? Can you not give me anything? For Christ's sake. How many left? Well, quite a lot survived. I don't think I killed many of them. 1, 2. I mean, we're forced to play this cup stealth. I don't want to. Come on then. Let's get this over and done with. Doesn't need to take longer than it has to. Dina, for Christ's sake, can you go and do something, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. What were we zooming into, exactly?
And he's got one of those wolf patches. Guess they didn't make it out with the gas after all.
That's good, right?
If those fuckers who killed Joel got taken out by some random infected,
Then they'd still be dead,
I'm not sure that's justice. Might as well grab what we can while we're here.
Justice. That's a very funny word in this game, isn't it? Justice. Because what is fair? If that's anything that this game has taught us. Nothing. Nothing is fair. This is a cruel world. Again, I haven't really got anything to go on with. Come on, man. I can't be going into levels with enemies and whatnot. I love how that's like a simple fix now. Like before in the first game, you'd have to like...
Been shot.
You recognize him?
No.
You'd have to
killed these guys.
you'd have to like jump over, do some sort of small puzzle or something.
Found their gas.
Well, if we need any more, we know where to get it.
Yeah. Can we find the ammunitions cache or something? Weapons cache? No. The gun storage lockers? Because I need bullets. I don't know if I told you. All I'm finding is like powder and spare parts. So I'm great. I'm all set to like upgrade my guns. But I've got nothing to fire them with. Please, game, if you're listening to me, if you can hear me, give me some bullets. More dead bodies. Where are these bodies coming from?
I don't recognize this one either.
Great. We don't need to recognize them. We just need to search them for bullets. Lots of detail, lots more details in these rooms, by the way. Like the hotel rooms and sort of the accommodation. Each one's different. Each one's sort of personalized in some way or form. Alright, let's see if we can upgrade something here. Right, I should probably use that now. The good old bandage around the arm. We love that, don't we? The good old bandage around the arm. You've been shot in the head, you've been shot in the back, you got shotgun bullets in your arse, but what do we need to fix all of that? A simple bandage around the arm. But we did talk about that in the last game, like how do you heal yourself realistically in a survival game? You know, unless you're like a doctor or somebody on your team is like a trained...
Shit.
This might have been Tommy, actually, yeah. He was one of them.
What the fuck happened here?
Tommy did this.
This?
Tommy's already been here.
No way.
It was definitely him. He's one of the ones that killed Joel.
Shit. There's another one over here.
I don't recognize him.
What does it say on the floor? He's written something. His last words, his dying
He's
words.
using them against each other.
How?
Joel told me about this. You ask this guy a question, but you don't make him say it, you make him write it down. And then you ask this guy, and if the facts match, you're telling the truth. If not,
You fuck him up.
yeah.
Cruel tactics, but
East
it's a dog-eat-dog world out there.
Another gate code?
You gotta do what you gotta
Looks like
do.
it.
This just happened now. He can't be far off.
Yeah.
Tommy was definitely a thorn in your side in this game, I remember. When you're playing on the other side of the narrative, Tommy was certainly somebody you didn't want to cross. There's a level which is sort of very similar to the... Hacha! Just making sure.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, what was the plan from here? Oh, jump down, was it?
I know you said Tommy had a rough past, but fuck.
I know.
Tommy was a bad,
You
bad
okay?
boy. Bad boy.
It wasn't pretty.
I don't want you to think bad of Tommy.
Ellie, if I had my sister's killers tied to a chair, I'd do worse.
I hear you.